right now. There is a frightening possibility your kidneys may already be losing their ability to filter dangerous toxins from your blood. And you may not feel a single warning sign yet. That is what makes kidney damage so dangerous for millions of Americans over 60. It happens quietly, slowly, silently, long before pain ever appears. Many people believe feeling exhausted all day, waking up swollen, struggling with brain fog, or needing frequent bathroom trips at night is simply part of getting older. But after nearly 30 years studying chronic kidney disease and age-related inflammation, I warn that these symptoms may be signs your kidneys are under severe hidden stress right now. And once toxins begin building up inside the body, the damage does not stay in the kidneys. It can affect your energy, blood pressure, circulation, memory, sleep, heart health, and even the speed at which your body ages. What shocks most people is that some of the most common vitamin deficiencies in America may quietly accelerate this process without them ever realizing it. Your kidneys depend on specific nutrients to control inflammation, deliver oxygen, balance minerals, and flush waste from the bloodstream every second of the day. When those nutrients run low, your kidneys are forced to work harder while becoming weaker at the same time. That is why so many older adults feel tired, heavy, mentally drained, and older than they should long before doctors officially diagnose kidney damage. In today's video, I am revealing 4 powerful vitamins that may help support kidney health, improve kidney function, reduce toxin buildup, and protect your body from the silent decline most people never see coming. And the final vitamin may explain why some seniors feel exhausted no matter how much they sleep. Because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you understand fatigue, inflammation, kidney detox, and aging itself. One hidden deficiency on this list has been linked to oxygen starvation deep inside kidney tissue, a problem that can quietly worsen for years before routine blood work finally reveals the truth. Most people believe vitamin D is only about bones, sunlight, or preventing fractures as they get older. But after treating patients with kidney problems for decades, I can tell you that one of the most dangerous misunderstandings in modern health is believing vitamin D has nothing to do with your kidneys. In reality, your kidneys are responsible for activating vitamin D inside the body. And when kidney function begins weakening, that process can quietly start collapsing long before symptoms become obvious. That is where the real danger begins. Vitamin D enters your body through sunlight, food, or supplements in an inactive form. By itself, it cannot fully support your muscles, immune system, blood vessels, or kidneys. Your kidneys must convert it into active vitamin D before your body can actually use it. But when your kidneys become stressed from inflammation, high blood pressure, toxin buildup, poor circulation, or aging itself, that activation process slows down. The result is a silent chain reaction most people never see coming. Lower active vitamin D increases inflammation inside delicate kidney tissue. Inflammation reduces healthy blood flow. Reduced blood flow makes it harder for your kidneys to filter toxins, as fluid, and dangerous waste products from the bloodstream. Then those toxins begin circulating through your body day after day, placing even more stress on the kidneys themselves. It becomes a vicious cycle of silent kidney damage happening deep inside the body without pain, without warning, and often without diagnosis for years. Many people over 60 believe they are simply slowing down with age when they start feeling tired every afternoon, waking up exhausted, struggling with swelling in the feet, or noticing constant brain fog. But in my clinical experience, these symptoms can sometimes point to chronic inflammation and declining kidney function connected to low vitamin D levels. Many Americans spend most of their lives indoors, avoid direct sunlight, eat heavily processed foods, and unknowingly develop vitamin D deficiency while their kidneys work harder and harder to compensate. I once treated a 68-year-old woman who believed her constant exhaustion was simply part of aging. She stopped gardening, stopped taking morning walks, and struggled to finish basic chores around her home. Blood work later revealed severe vitamin D deficiency, rising inflammation markers, and early signs of kidney stress. After improving hydration, spending short periods outdoors each morning, increasing foods rich in vitamin D, and following a structured supplement plan, her energy slowly began returning within a few months. That is why I always tell my patients that the body whispers before it screams. Supporting healthy vitamin D levels may help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support kidney filtration, and protect delicate kidney tissue from long-term stress. Fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified dairy products, magnesium, hydration, safe sunlight exposure, and regular medical testing can all help support kidney health as you age. But while inflammation quietly weakens the kidneys over time, another hidden problem may be even more dangerous. Because without enough oxygen flowing through your bloodstream, your kidneys can slowly begin suffocating from the inside. And what comes next may completely change the way you think about fatigue, exhaustion, and aging. What makes this especially frightening is that vitamin D deficiency does not only affect the kidneys, it can also influence blood pressure, sleep quality, muscle strength, immune balance, and the body's ability to control inflammation throughout the circulatory system. When inflammation continues rising year after year, tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys can become irritated and damaged, almost like microscopic filters slowly clogging every single day. I have seen patients ignore these early warning signs for years because nothing felt dramatic enough to seem dangerous. But kidney decline is often slow, silent, and deeply deceptive. That is why early action matters. Small daily habits repeated consistently over time can protect kidney function far more effectively than most people realize later in your life. One of the biggest lies people are told about aging is that feeling exhausted all the time is normal. I cannot tell you how many patients have looked at me and said, "Dr. Lucas Grant, I guess I'm just getting old." But what if that crushing fatigue, that constant weakness, that heavy feeling in your body every morning is not simply aging at all? What if your kidneys are slowly struggling because they are not getting enough oxygen to survive? This is where iron becomes critically important, and why ignoring iron deficiency can quietly damage the kidneys for years before most people realize something serious is happening. Most people think iron is only about energy levels or preventing anemia. But iron plays a much deeper role inside the body. Iron helps produce hemoglobin, the protein inside red blood cells responsible for carrying oxygen through your bloodstream. I often explain it to my patients this way. Think of your red blood cells like tiny delivery trucks traveling through thousands of miles of blood vessels every single day. Their job is to carry oxygen to every organ in your body, especially your kidneys. But without enough iron, those delivery trucks begin breaking down. Fewer deliveries are made. Less oxygen reaches the kidneys. And when the kidneys do not receive enough oxygen, they cannot properly filter toxins, excess fluids, acids, and waste products from the blood. What makes this so dangerous is that the kidneys require enormous amounts of oxygen to survive. In fact, your kidneys filter nearly 50 gallons of blood every single day. That process demands constant circulation and healthy oxygen delivery. But when iron levels drop, your kidneys are forced to work harder while receiving less fuel at the exact same time, over months and years. This creates silent internal stress most people never notice until symptoms become severe. Low iron leads to fewer healthy red blood cells. Fewer red blood cells mean less oxygen delivery. Less oxygen weakens kidney filtration. Poor filtration allows toxins to build up in the bloodstream. Those toxins increase inflammation and circulation problems, placing even more strain on the kidneys. It becomes a hidden cycle of oxygen, starvation, and toxin overload, slowly exhausting the body from the inside out. Many people experiencing this do not realize what is happening. They wake up tired. They lose motivation. They feel weak walking upstairs. They struggle with brain fog after lunch. Some notice dizziness, cold hands, pale skin, shortness of breath, or pounding heartbeats after small physical activity. Others simply feel like their body is shutting down faster every year. And because these symptoms happen gradually, people often accept them as normal aging. But I need you to understand something extremely important. Your body may not be lazy. Your kidneys may be oxygen deprived. I once treated a retired man in his early 70s who believed his exhaustion was simply part of getting older. He stopped fishing, stopped exercising, and eventually stopped leaving the house unless absolutely necessary because he constantly felt drained. His lab work later revealed severe iron deficiency anemia alongside declining kidney filtration numbers. His kidneys were struggling to clean the blood properly because they were not receiving the oxygen support they desperately needed. After improving his nutrition, increasing iron-rich foods, supporting hydration, correcting deficiencies carefully, and following a long-term treatment plan, his energy slowly improved over time. A few months later, he told me something I will never forget. He said, "I feel like my body can breathe again." That sentence stayed with me because it perfectly describes what oxygen does inside the body. Oxygen is life for your kidneys. Without it, filtration weakens, toxins rise, inflammation spreads, and the body begins aging faster from the inside. Foods like lean beef, turkey, spinach, beans, lentils, and fortified cereals can help support healthy iron levels. Pairing iron-rich foods with vitamin C from oranges, strawberries, or bell peppers may improve absorption even more. Proper hydration also matters because thick, dehydrated blood places additional stress on circulation and kidney function. But iron deficiency is not the only hidden problem, silently damaging kidneys as we age. Because another overlooked nutrient may quietly affect how minerals build up inside the kidneys themselves, slowly hardening delicate tissue year after year, without most people ever noticing the danger until significant damage has already begun developing beneath the surface. One of the most overlooked threats to kidney health is something almost nobody talks about until damage has already started developing inside the body. It is not always dramatic pain. It is not always a medical emergency. Sometimes it begins quietly with mineral buildup, poor circulation, inflammation, and tiny changes inside the kidneys that slowly grow worse year after year. And one nutrient that may play a surprisingly important role in protecting against that process is vitamin B9, also known as folic acid. Most people only associate folic acid with pregnancy. But in my experience, that misunderstanding causes many older adults to completely ignore a vitamin their kidneys may desperately need. Vitamin B9 helps your body produce healthy red blood cells. And those red blood cells carry oxygen to delicate kidney tissue every minute of the day. When B9 levels become too low, red blood cells can become weak, oversized, or poorly formed. That means less oxygen reaches the kidneys, making filtration more difficult and allowing toxins to remain in the bloodstream longer than they should. Over time, this places additional stress on kidney tissue already vulnerable to aging, inflammation, and circulation problems. But what makes vitamin B9 especially important is its connection to phosphorus balance. Most Americans consume large amounts of processed foods, deli meats, frozen dinners, fast food, and soda, without realizing these foods are often overloaded with phosphorus additives. Healthy kidneys can usually remove extra phosphorus through urine. But when kidney function begins slowing down, phosphorus may start accumulating inside the body. And this is where things become dangerous. Excess phosphorus can behave almost like sticky mineral sludge, moving through the bloodstream, trapping calcium, and slowly contributing to hardening inside blood vessels and kidney tissue. I often explain it like this to my patients. Imagine pouring thick, gritty debris through a delicate coffee filter every single day for years. Eventually, that filter begins clogging, stiffening, and weakening under the pressure. That is similar to what chronic mineral stress may do to the kidneys over time. Many people never notice this process developing until swelling, kidney stones, circulation problems, or severe fatigue begin interfering with daily life. I once worked with a woman in her mid-60s who constantly felt swollen and exhausted after meals. She relied heavily on processed convenience foods because they were fast and inexpensive. Over time, her blood work revealed rising phosphorus levels, declining kidney filtration markers, and low folate status. After changing her nutrition, increasing leafy greens and beans, reducing processed foods, improving hydration, and supporting her vitamin intake carefully, many of her symptoms slowly improved within several months. That is why I always remind my patients that kidney damage often develops silently long before the body finally forces you to pay attention. Foods rich in folate, such as spinach, asparagus, avocado, beans, lentils, and leafy greens may help support healthy circulation, oxygen delivery, and kidney function as the body ages. And while folate quietly helps protect delicate filtration tissue from mineral stress, another deficiency may be even more frightening because it can slowly affect the nerves, circulation, memory, and kidneys all at the same time without most people realizing what is truly happening inside their body. There is one deficiency I see again and again in older adults that almost nobody recognizes early enough. And what makes it so dangerous is that its symptoms often look exactly like normal aging. People tell me they feel tired all the time. Their feet feel numb at night. Their memory feels slower. Their hands tingle. They lose balance more easily. They wake up exhausted even after sleeping for 8 hours. Most assume they are simply getting older. But in many cases, their body is quietly struggling with vitamin B12 deficiency while the kidneys, nerves, and circulatory system slowly weaken together. Vitamin B12 does far more than support energy. It plays a major role in maintaining healthy nerves, producing strong red blood cells, and supporting oxygen delivery throughout the body. And as I explained earlier, your kidneys depend heavily on healthy circulation and oxygen, rich blood to properly filter toxins and maintain balance inside the bloodstream. When B12 levels become too low, red blood cells can become weak or malformed, reducing oxygen delivery to delicate kidney tissue. At the same time, the nervous system may begin losing efficiency, interfering with healthy communication between the brain, blood vessels, heart, and kidneys. What makes this especially frightening is that many people live with these changes for years without understanding what is actually happening inside their body. I often tell my patients that the body functions like an enormous communication network. Your brain sends signals, your nerves carry instructions, your blood vessels adjust circulation, your kidneys respond by balancing fluids, filtering toxins, and regulating blood pressure. But when B12 deficiency develops, that communication system can slowly start breaking down. Poor circulation may reduce oxygen flow. Nerve dysfunction may worsen weakness and balance problems. Toxin buildup may increase fatigue and mental fog. Over time, the entire body can begin feeling slower, heavier, and older from the inside out. I once treated a 71-year-old patient who complained that she constantly forgot simple things, struggled with tingling feet, and felt exhausted after even small daily activities. She feared she was developing severe neurological decline. But testing revealed extremely low B12 levels combined with poor nutrition and early kidney stress. After improving her diet, supporting vitamin B12 carefully, increasing hydration, and stabilizing her circulation, many of her symptoms gradually improved over the following months. She later told me, "I finally feel awake again." That sentence captures something many people never realize. Sometimes the body is not failing nearly as fast as we think. Sometimes it is desperately lacking the nutrients needed to function properly. Vitamin B12 is naturally found in foods like eggs, fish, dairy products, lean meats, and poultry. But many older adults absorb B12 poorly due to aging, digestive changes, medications, or chronic health conditions. That is why deficiency becomes increasingly common after 60. Supporting healthy B12 levels may help improve circulation, support nerve health, reduce fatigue, improve oxygen delivery, and help the kidneys filter waste more effectively. And when vitamin B12 works together with nutrients like iron and folate, the body is often far better equipped to protect circulation, maintain energy, and slow the silent stress that aging places on kidney function over time. But perhaps the most important thing I want you to remember is this. Your body often sends quiet warning signs years before serious kidney disease appears. And learning to recognize those signals early may change the future of your health far more than most people realize today. I want you to remember something that most people do not hear until serious health problems have already begun. Your kidneys work for you every minute of every day. They filter your blood to remove toxins, balance fluids, regulate blood pressure, support circulation, and protect your entire body quietly in the background without asking for attention. But as we discussed today, hidden deficiencies in vitamin D, iron, vitamin B9, and vitamin B12 may slowly weaken those protective systems over time, increasing inflammation, reducing oxygen delivery, damaging circulation, and making it harder for the kidneys to function properly. That is why small daily habits matter so much. Staying hydrated, eating nutrient-rich foods, getting regular blood work, limiting heavily processed foods, supporting healthy blood pressure, and paying attention to early warning signs may help protect your kidney health for years to come. And if you have been feeling exhausted, foggy, swollen, weak, or older than you used to feel, I want you to know something important. Your body may not be giving up. It may simply be asking for help. If this video helped you better understand kidney health, take a moment to save this video, like it, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the latest medical insights and health strategies from Dr. Lucas Grant. And before you go, tell me in the comments, which symptoms surprised you the most today?